On graduation day, my family threw a massive party for my brother who dropped out, while I sat home alone with my diploma. Later, Dad called just to say, "Sure, you got a degree, but you're still a failure and disappointment in my eyes." I just said, "Thanks for finally saying it out loud." That was 5 years ago. Yesterday, I executed a plan that changed everything. They've sent 15 texts begging, "Please answer, we're sorry." I really wasn't planning to post this, but NDGL, I've been going nuts just thinking about it, and I want to see if anyone else has had anything like this happen. I guess it's not even the worst thing you'll read on here, but it's just so IDK. Petty? I keep replaying it in my head. So yeah, I graduated last month, which was weird in itself because they didn't do a big in-person thing, thanks to the usual reasons, and TBH, I was fine with it. I'm not exactly the type who loves all the speeches and shaking hands stuff. My family always made a big deal about education first, like since I was a kid, so I figured we'd at least have a small dinner or whatever. Nothing huge, just something. The morning starts off kinda off, like Mom is in the kitchen on her phone a lot, not really talking. Dad's in his usual mood, reading news on his tablet, barely looks up when I come in. My brother Dwayne is, no surprise, still sleeping. He hasn't kept to any normal schedule for years now. He dropped out like 2 years ago, but my parents act like that's just his journey or whatever. He's always been the golden child. In obvious ways, everyone knows it, but I used to think maybe I was just being paranoid. I get it. He's the youngest. He's got that dumb charm thing. He's always joking around, making a mess, leaving stuff everywhere. He's the guy who can get away with anything, and I'm the one who gets lectures about setting an example and all that. But anyway, back to that morning. I keep thinking something's weird. Mom keeps checking her phone, then leaving the room, then coming back and pretending she's just answering a group chat. She says she's going out to get coffee, asks if I want anything, but doesn't really wait for my answer. She leaves, slams the door. Dad says nothing. I scroll through my phone for a bit, try not to get in my head about it. I'm usually pretty chill, but I started wondering if I did something wrong. So I go to check on Dwayne because I can hear him yelling at someone on his phone from down the hall. He's actually up now, and I hear my name. So I'm like, WTF? I walk in and he's like, "Oh, didn't realize you were home." Which is weird. I literally never go anywhere. He's in his boxers, sitting on his bed, eating leftover pizza, and watching some streamer on his laptop. He acts like I'm not even there. I ask if he's doing anything today, and he kinda shrugs, says he's got plans but doesn't say what. Fast forward a bit. I'm in the living room, got my diploma in the mail the day before, so I set it on the table. I figured maybe they'd want to see it or take a pic. Nobody even looks at it. I text my cousin Rebecca. She says congrats, asks if I'm going to the party later. I'm like, what party? She says, "Oh, never mind, thought you knew." I'm like, what TF is going on? I just leave it for a sec, thinking maybe she meant something else. Then Mom comes back with groceries, but